So even though Donald Trump hasn't been sworn in yet, he's already done a ton of just downright disturbing things as president-elect. However, one thing that he's not doing that's incredibly problematic is attending his daily presidential intelligence briefings. Now, when asked why he's not attending these, he states, quote, "I'm a smart person. I don't need to be told the same things every single day for the next 8 years." Really? Well, one, you've demonstrated that you not only lack intelligence, meaning you probably have a low IQ, but you've shown us that you're just uninformed. Do you even know about the dispute between Morocco and the Western Sahara? Do you know the difference between a Shia and a Sunni Muslim? Do you know how volatile the situation is right now between China and Taiwan? I don't think you know about these things, Donald Trump. Do you know that Pakistan and India are on the verge of nuclear warfare? They're both armed, they have WMDs, and they hate each other. Do you know about that as president? No, so you're dumb and uninformed. That makes for a very troubling combination. So you're not a smart person, and second of all, you're a hypocrite, because you criticized Obama for not attending the same presidential intelligence briefings. So in one tweet you said, "Priorities. While fundraising and campaigning on our dime, Obama has skipped over 50% of his intel briefings." You also said, "Fact, Obama does not read his intelligence briefings, nor does he get briefed in person by the CIA or DOD. Too busy, I guess." But I mean, putting your hypocrisy aside, I don't even care about that. I just care about the fact that by not attending these presidential intelligence briefings, you're putting our national security at risk and making us vulnerable to an attack. So I thought that Michael Moore, of all people, had the best response to Donald Trump, and what he said, I think, was really poignant. So I wanted to share that with you. He states, "A week has gone by since Donald Trump admitted he's only been to 2 or 3 of his daily presidential national security briefings. There have been 36 of them since the day he secured enough Electoral College votes to be appointed president next Monday when the Electoral College meets. Most would agree the number one job of the leader of any country is to keep its people safe. There is no more important meeting every day for the president than the one where he learns what the day's potential threats are to the country. That Trump would find it too cumbersome or too annoying to have to sit through 20 minutes of listening to his top intelligence people tell him who's trying to kill us today simply boggles the mind. Of course, our minds have been so boggled so many times in the past year by this foolish man, no one seems that surprised or concerned. He can get up at 5 in the morning and send angry, childish tweets about how he's being portrayed on SNL or belittling the local elected union leader in Indiana, but he doesn't have time to hear about the threats to our national security. So, my fellow Americans, when the next terrorist attack happens, and it will happen, we all know that, and after the tragedy is over, amidst the death and destruction that might have been prevented, you will see Donald Trump acting quickly to blame everyone but himself. He will suspend constitutional rights, he will round up anyone he deems a threat, he will declare war, and his Republican Congress will back him. We had a president like him before. He too lost the popular vote, a majority of Americans saying they didn't want him in the Oval Office, but his governor/brother and his ex-CIA chief/dad's appointees to the Supreme Court put an end to that, and he was installed as commander-in-chief on August 6, 2001. He was on a month-long vacation at his ranch in Texas. That morning, the White House counsel handed him his daily national security briefing. He glanced at it, set it aside, and then went fishing for the rest of the day. Below is the photo of that moment which I showed the world in Fahrenheit 9/11. The headline on the security briefing reads, "Bin Laden determined to strike inside the U.S." On the top page, it tells how Bin Laden will do this, with planes. George W. Bush didn't leave the ranch to go back to work for the next 4 weeks. In the 5th week, Bin Laden attacked the U.S. with planes on September 11th. It's one thing to have a president who is asleep on the wheel, but my friends, it's a whole other thing to now have a president-elect who refuses to even get behind the wheel. This utter neglect of duty, a daily snub at the people who work to protect us, the first commander-in-chief to literally be AWOL and announcing proudly he isn't going to change, this, I assure you, is going to get a lot of innocent people killed. And he's absolutely right. I agree with 100% of this right here. And I sometimes disagree with Michael Moore, but in the end, I do respect him, and I think that he's making a very valid point, and Donald Trump needs to pay attention. I mean, when you look at 9/11, it was preventable. If George W. Bush actually seriously considered the intelligence that he received, we could have saved thousands of lives. I don't get why Donald Trump is not attending his intelligence briefings. It doesn't make any sense to me. You have nothing to lose by attending it. And yes, there is going to be some repetition because you will be updated on current events going on in the world. But I mean, this is something that doesn't just impact you. This affects the whole country. So if you are going to be negligent, then just step down. Just step down and give the job to Mike Pence. We hate Mike Pence, but if he's going to read the intelligence briefings, then let's have him do it, okay? It's not okay when Obama skips, like you rightfully criticized him for, and it's not okay when you skip. This is something that's non-negotiable. If you want to be president, you have to do the job that comes with being president. The fact that this is even something we're talking about is just utterly absurd. Donald Trump, read the intelligence briefings. I mean, this is a matter of national security. So any lives that are lost because of a terrorist attack that could have been avoided due to your negligence, that's going to be blood on your hands. And yes, we will call you out for it. But we don't want it to get to that. That's the whole point. We don't want it to get to that. We have nothing to win or gain from doing a blame game. Nothing. We just want us to be safe.
Support this podcast by joining the independent progressive media revolution today at humanistreport.com.